Picture this, it's 1456, the mighty Ottoman Empire, led by Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror, fresh from his triumph over Constantinople, sets its sights on Europe. Next on his list, the formidable fortress of Belgrade, the gateway to Hungary and beyond. The fate of Christendom hangs in the balance, and all eyes turn to one man, John Hunyadi. Hunyadi wasn't a king, but he was a legend. A seasoned Hungarian warlord, he was known as the Scourge of the Turks for his relentless campaigns against the Ottomans. But this time, the odds were stacked against him. The Sultan arrived with a massive army, perhaps over 100,000 strong, equipped with the most advanced cannons of the era. Hunyadi's forces were a fraction of that size, a desperate mix of mercenaries, peasant crusaders, and city defenders. The siege began with a relentless bombardment. For weeks, the Ottoman cannons hammered the walls of Belgrade, reducing parts of the fortress to rubble. The air was thick with smoke, the sound of cannon fire was deafening, and it seemed only a matter of time before the city would fall. Mehmed was so confident that he believed victory was just a day away. But Hunyadi was a master of unconventional warfare. Inside the walls, he worked tirelessly, repairing fortifications and boosting morale. He was joined by a fiery Franciscan friar, John of Capistrano, who rallied a massive, albeit poorly equipped, army of peasants to aid the defense. The turning point came on July 21st. The Ottomans launched a full-scale assault, pouring into the breaches in the walls. Fierce, hand-to-hand fighting erupted in the lower town. Just when it seemed the defenders were about to be overwhelmed, Hunyadi executed a brilliant and daring counterattack. He ordered flammable materials to be thrown onto the advancing Ottoman soldiers, setting their ranks ablaze and creating chaos. The next day, against Hunyadi's explicit orders, some of the peasant crusaders spontaneously charged the Ottoman lines. What started as a small skirmish escalated into a full-blown battle. Seeing an opportunity, Hunyadi seized the moment. He led his heavy cavalry out of the fortress in a decisive charge, storming the Ottoman camp and capturing their artillery. The Sultan himself was wounded in the chaotic fighting, and the once invincible Ottoman army was forced into a humiliating retreat. It was a stunning, almost miraculous victory. The news sent shockwaves across Europe. Pope Calixtus III ordered the ringing of church bells at noon every day to celebrate the triumph, a tradition that continues in many places to this day. Though John Hunyadi tragically died of the plague just weeks after his greatest victory, his legacy was secured. He had saved Belgrade, halted the Ottoman advance for decades, and cemented his place in history as one of the greatest heroes of his time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic stories from history.